Hello, welcome back to my Sudoku study series where we're going to be doing triangles by Riffclown. So in this puzzle we have standard 9x9 Sudoku rules where you have to place the numbers 1 through 9 in every row, column, and 3x3 box. In addition, we have these triangles in here. The purple triangles are Renban lines where you have to create a consecutive set of digits along the line. So I think all of the lines in here are 4 digits long. So you basically have to form a set of 4 numbers that are all consecutive. Now they don't have to be in consecutive order. You could do 2, 5, 4, 3. Like, although this does kind of go in order the opposite way. So let's swap around the 4 and the 3. So you could do 2, 5, 3, 4. It's not in order, but it doesn't matter because they're still all from a consecutive set of 4. The blue lines are region sum lines where every region that the line enters equals the sum of the line in the other region it is in. So for instance, this blue line enters this region, this box. So if this was a 6, we could have a 1, 2, and 3 over here. That equals 6. So the sum in this box equals the sum in this box along the line. And then the green lines are German whisper lines where every adjacent digit has to have a difference of at least 5. So you could do like 2, 7, 1, 8. 2 is 5 away from 7, which is 6 away from 1, which is 7 away from 8. So that is a valid German whisper line. So those are the rules. There's a link in the description if you want to play the puzzle, and let's get started. Okay. I think maybe let's start with the region sum lines, the blue lines. These two lines, this number and this number, have to be at least 6 because the lowest these can be is 1, 2, 3, which is equal to 6. So these have to be at least 6 through 9. Not sure how much that helps us immediately. But that does overlap with this Renban line. So this Renban line has to at least be 3 through 6. That's the lowest it can be. And the highest it could be is 6 through 9. But no matter what, a 6 is going on this line. That's interesting. Okay, that's a good thing to know. And the same thing with this one up here. So again, 6 has to go on this line somewhere. And this one. This one, not so much, because these two numbers are the same. This blue line enters 3 different boxes. So this number is the same as this number. And then the sum of these two equals whatever that number is. Should I color that? Not sure about that. If we colored this, because these are going to be the same. Let's make it orange, since that's not a color of one of the lines. Orange can't go along here now, so the orange number is going to end up here. I'm not sure if coloring is going to help us or not. I usually like to color German whisper lines, but these ones are so short, I'm not sure if that's going to help a ton. We know these have to be at least 3, but that means this could be a 1. This could be 1, 2. So this could be almost anything. At most, this could be an 8, because it could be 8, 1, and these would be 9. But again, that leaves almost any number available for this Renban line. Should I color the German whisper lines? Normally I would color these. You have to have low, high. 5 can't go on these. That's interesting to know. I'm so used to these in 6x6 environments where every number can go on it. It's just the 3s and 4s are really limited. But 5 can't go on these at all because for it to be 5 away, it would be 0 or 10. So 5 can't go down here. So that means 5 has to go over here in this box. Because this row is going to need a 5. So 5 goes on this rain band, but we don't know that, so I don't really want to think about it too much, because it could go here and not affect this rain band at all. I mean, going here would still affect the rain band, because that would mean this would either be 1 through 4 or 6 through 9. Wait up. If the 5 goes here, yeah, it would be 6 through 9. Or 1 through 4. That would limit this quite a bit. But we don't know that yet. 5 could go on here and it could be 3 through 7. So 5 can't go in here. This one was more limiting because you have these 2 German whispers taking up a good chunk of this row, whereas this one's just taking up 3 of these cells, and this one's just taking up 3 of these cells. Kind of having a struggle where to kind of sink my teeth into this thing. These 2 numbers are the same, just like these 2 are the same up here. And again, this one has to be at least 6. So this is 6, 7, 8, 9. There's got to be some interaction between these triangles that breaks things open. I haven't really thought about this given 7. Does that tell us anything? Again, I'm so used to these things in a 6x6 environment. The 9x9s are a lot trickier. It adds so many more factors. Like if this was a 6x6, this would be a guaranteed 6, because this would just be 1, 2, 3. Because you can't get any higher than that. Well, let's do some coloring. Let's see if coloring helps us at all. So we're going to alternate between low and high with no 5 on here at all. And then this one will color orange and blue. Well, I want to take away this orange if I'm going to do that because I don't want to get confused. So if orange and green are the same, that would take up 4 of the... That would either be 4 high or 4 low. And then these ones would be the 5 plus the 2 high or 2 low that aren't green or orange. But we don't know that these are the same. I'm just thinking out loud here. So these 2 are also going to be the same, either high or low on this one. So maybe that helps us. Because if these are both high and these are both high, actually that wouldn't be the case because we have a 7. They could both be low though. Man, I'm really having a hard time breaking into this thing. So the biggest number we could have on here is a 6. The biggest number, because we could go 6, 1, 2 and equal 9. Or we could go 5, 3, 1. 4, 3, 2. That also works. To get the 9 if that is a 9. Man, I'm kind of jumping all over the place here. Where do I break in at? So if this is a 6, the lowest this could be is 3. Because it would be 3, 4, 5, 6 on this Renban line. So that would make this low, but it's more likely to be high, but we can't go with likely, we need to know. Maybe this Renban line tells us something about this one. This can't be 6, 7, 8, 9 because that would break this cell. So if this is 9, this could still be, 5, 6, 7, 8. But 9 can't go on this one because it would take up all of these numbers. So 9 cannot go on this Renban. And it can't go here. But it could still go here. It's either going on this row down here or right there. But again, that doesn't tell us a ton. It's interesting, but it doesn't tell us a ton. So these two numbers are the same. Which means they have to go up here somewhere. And it's at least 3. It could even be the same as this number, theoretically. This was 3 and this was 3. This could be 3 and this could be 1, 2. This could be 1, 2. What am I missing? So the biggest this could be is 6. So this cell is probably low. It can't be a 5, but a 5 could go along here. It can't be a 5 because it would be along this German whisper. You can't put a 5 on the German whisper lines. But you could put a 6 here, and this could be 1, 2. Actually, no, you can't put a 6 here. You cannot put a 6 here. This has to be low. Because if you put a 6 here, you'd have to put a 1, 2 here to make this 9, right? But if you put a 6 here, the only number that could go right here is a 1 and a 1. Oh, that's true too. I have to remember that. It's like the 4s and 3s on the 6x6 one where there's only one number that can go next to it. You can't put a 6 or a 4 here. Because if you put a 6 here, you'd have to put a 1 here and here. If you put a 4 here, you'd have to put a 9 here or here. So this can't be a 6, it can't be a 5. So this is a 1, 2, or 3. So this is low. Okay. So that means this is low. It could be up to a 4. And then this is high, which are 6, can't be a 7, 8, 9. Okay. So if this is low and this is low, this could still be, well, we can't put 6 here. So this is an 8, 9 pair, actually. Can't put 6 here because that would make both of these 1. So this is an 8, 9 pair. Okay. So we have 3 highs. That means purple has to be low. Because if purple was high, we'd have 5 highs in this column, and you only have 4 of them. So that means these are 1, 2, 3, or 4. Actually, not 4. Because again, you can't put 4 here, because that would make both these 9s. Okay. Interesting. So that makes these high, which are 6, can't be 6, so these are also an 8, 9 pair. All right, we're making a little bit of progress now. I just got to wrap my head around the 9x9 stuff. The bigger numbers. I'm so used to doing ranked Sudoku adventure series that are almost exclusively 6x6s. All right, can these be high? If they are, no, they can't be high. Because they can't be 6, because these would both have to be 1. They can't both be 7, and they can't be 8 and 9. Because we have an 8, 9 pair here. So orange is low. So orange is, I'm going to change the color to purple so it matches the other color scheme. So this is 1, 2, 3. And blue is now green, which is 7, 8, 9. Theoretically, you can put a 6 on a German Whisperer and a 9x9, but not with this pattern. But if the German Whisperer like broke into another box, or if it had just a cell on the end, like if it was just a line instead of a triangle. You could have a 6 on the end and put it next to a 1. But this pattern is more restrictive. So we have a 1, 2, 3 pair, or a triple here. We have an 8, 9, 7, 8, 9. Actually, no, this one has to be a 7 because we have the 8, 9 pair. Okay. So these ones can't be 3 because that's only 4-way. So that's a 1, 2 pair, which makes this a 3. All right. Progress. This can't be a 7 now. So we know what these 3 digits are, which are a 4, 5, 6. That means the 7 goes up here somewhere. Can the 7 go on this region sum line? Yeah, sure, you could do like 7, 1 or 7, 2, and these could be 8 or 9. That works. Oh, this one can't be 4. I don't know why I still have the 4 there. All right, so if this is a 1, 2, or 3, this can't be 6. Because 6, these would also have to be 1, 2, 3. You need to have 4 cells that are 1, 2, 3. So this can't be 6. And this is an 8 or a 9. So we're at lowest 7. We do know that we need a 6 on this line, though. We determined that earlier. So there has to be a 6 either here or here. And we're also going to need a 7 on this line, I think. Right? If we have a 6, and this is an 8 or a 9, we're going to need a 7 somewhere. And a 7 can't go here or here, so that makes this 7. All right. So that makes this 1, 2, 4. This can't be a 3. Because the only way to get to 7 in 3 numbers is 1, 2, and 4. So this is no longer a 3. And this can't be a 4. We determined that earlier. So there's a 4 in here, definitely. So we're at least going up to 8 on this Renban. So this is at least 5, 6, 7, 8, or 6, 7, 8, 9. So I want to mark that. These would be 5, 6, 8, 9. I don't know. We'll leave it there. Why not? All right, these 2 7s, that means the 7 goes up here somewhere. This is a 1, 2, 4 triple. Actually, this has to be a 3 because I have a 1, 2, 4 triple. Yeah, so this has to be a 3. Which puts a 3 up here somewhere. And then these 3 numbers are 4, 5, 6. Actually, no, this is not a 4. Wait up. No, we need a 7 in here somewhere. These numbers are not 4, 5, 6. These are 5, 6, 7. And this one can't be a 7. All right, that puts a 7 up here somewhere, which means the 7 in this box goes over here. What does that tell us? This 7 also tells us that 8 and 9 can't go on this line. This is either 1 through 4, 2 through 5, or 3 through 6. So 8 and 9 can't go on this line because we don't have a 7 to put on here because of this 7. This cell is also the same number as this cell. I got to remember that. So this is also 5, 6, 7. So, and it can't be 7. So this one can't be 7, which places the 7 right here. All right. So this equals 5 or 6 here. So it's something like 2, 3, 1, 4, 1, 5, something like that. Not sure if it's worth marking yet. All right, we don't have a 6 in this column yet, or a 5. That puts 5 and 6 somewhere up here. There's definitely going to be a 6 here. And there's definitely going to be an 8 in here. Whether the 9 goes here or not, we don't know. Or the 5. The 5 and the 9 are iffy in this spot. One of them is going there, one of them isn't. All right, 3, 7. The 7 also goes up here. Okay. This is 7, 8. So this is very much like this ren band down here. Where this is either 5 through 8 or 6 through 9 on this ren band. And this, but this can't be 5, 6. So this is an 8 or a 9. Which makes this an 8, 9 pair. And that makes this, let's see, if this is an 8, 9 pair, this actually has to be a 6. Because if this is an 8, this is going to be a 9. And vice versa. They can't be the same number since they're on the ren band line. All right, so that means this has to be a 6, which makes this a 5, which makes this a 6. This can no longer be a 6. So the 6 is definitely going on this ren band. This is no longer a 5. Okay. Oh, this can't be 8 or 9 because of this 8, 9 pair. Skip that. So this is a 6. So this is no longer a 6. All right. Making some progress. So this is an 8 or 9. That means this has to equal 8 or 9. That could be a lot of things. We know these numbers. Oh, this is now a 5 because this is a 5. That's the same number. No, the 6 can still go there. All right, so this is either 1, 2, 5's not going here. All right, so this is now an 8 through 9, or 6, 7, 8, 9. This is either going to be 1, 4 or 2, 3. Okay. 3 can't go along this line. Do we need a 3 on this ren band? Because it can't be a 6 through 9. The highest it can be is 3 through 6. So yeah, we're going to need a 3 on this ren band somewhere. And it can't go here. So yeah, this is definitely a 3 and this is a 2. Which means this can't be 1 through 4 because it doesn't have a 2 on it. So this 3 is the lowest number on this ren band, which means it has to be 4, 5, 6 here. This is no longer a 5. This is a 1 or a 2. All right, and the last 3 digits in here are a 1, 8, 9. All right, where are we going next? I have an 8, 9 pair here. 6 is definitely going this ren band, but that doesn't tell us a lot. Because we could still have a 7 and a 6 and an 8, 9. And, well, no, we can't have an 8, 9. So if this is a 6, we're going to have a 4 or 5. So this has at least a 5 on it. So at most, this is a 5 through an 8. So we can't have a 9 on this ren band. And we can't have a 9 up here, which means 9 goes down here. We also know 8 goes down here too because of these two 8, 9 pairs actually. So if the 8 goes here, this is going to be 5, 6, 7, 8. And the 7 would go right here. We have an 8, 9 pair here, which means we only have 4 more digits, which is 1, 2, 5, 6 in here. Uh-oh. No, we have the 6. We have 1, 2, 4, 5. That's what it is. Thought I made a mistake there for a second. Well, 5 can't go up here. Because the 5 needs to go in here for this column. So that means the 5 has to go down here somewhere. We're going to need a 6 down here. This can't be an 8 or a 9. In fact, it can't be a 7 or 6 for this region sum line. I just realized this 8, 9 pair removes the 8, 9. It can't be a 7 because of this 7. It can't be a 6. So the highest this can be is 5. So if this is the highest it can be, 7 can't go along this sum line. Okay. So that means 7 has to go here. Which means 7 doesn't go here. Can we still have 4 here? 4, 5, 6, 7? Yeah. Yeah, that's still 4 digits. But we can't do that because if we put 4 through 7 over here, this wouldn't have a number. So actually we can't have 4 on this. 5 is definitely going on this line. Because 6 is definitely going on this line. And 9 is not. 9 goes down here. So this means this has to be a 4. Because if 4 goes on this line, 5 would also have to go on the line. So yeah, this is a 4. Okay. So now we know that this is 5, 6, 7, 8. So this is an 8. So this is 5, 6. We still need in this cell 4 digits are 1, 2, 3, 9. Can we put the 3 up here? Or could this just be 1, 2? Yeah, and this would be 1 or 3, 9 down here, and then these would both be 3s. Actually, no, this can't be a 3 because of this 3, and these are the same number. So this can't be the 1, 2 here. It can have a 1 or a 2 on it, but it can't be both 1 and 2. And it can't be 1, 4. So if this is 5, then this would have to be 2, 3, and this would be 1, 9. Is that the only thing it can be, though? Could this be a 4? I think it could be. Because this would be 1, 3, this would be 2, 9. That works. All right. But this is going to be 1, 2, 3, something. But it can't be both the 1 and the 2. So this means that 3 has to go up here, and this is either going to be a 4 or a 5. Oh, it can't be 4 or 5 because of this 4. Because this is the same number. So this actually has to be 5, which means this is a 2 and a 3. And that means this is a 1 and a 9. This is no longer 5. Okay, that makes this 5. That makes this 1. This 2, 3 pair makes this 1. Nope, not 4. 1. All right. So that's no longer 1. This is a 2, 4, 6. Just from what numbers are left here, and it can't be a 5. This is 2, 4, 5, 6. I don't know if I want to mark that. It's too many numbers. What are the last digits we need in this row? We already have the 1, 8, 9 and a 4. So this is 1, 4, 8, 9. 8 can't go here, so this is 1, 4, 9. This can still be any of the 3. This is a pair. This is a 2, 4. That makes this a triple over here. All right, this has to be a 4 because the 2, 4 pair here removes 4 from here. So this is the only spot a 4 can still go here. So this triple is 3, 5, 6. 3 can't go in the middle. 5 can't go here. Does that help us out up this way? We have 3, 6, and 4, 6. Not sure what that does for us. We have 5, 6, and a 4, 5, 6. Maybe we have a triple building somewhere, but we'll see. Okay, this is an 8, 9. This isn't like this cell where the 2 peaks kind of match. This is like this Renban line down here. Oh, or not Renban, region sum line. It's these 3 digits that equal this one. I was about to say that these 2 are matching, but they're not. All right. I haven't really dealt with this German whisper line up here. That's interesting. I'm not sure there's much I can do with it. At least not yet. All right, where are we going next? This is a 4, 5, 6 triple. Does that help us out over this way? We already have the 5 and the 6 in this box, so I'm not sure it does. It limits the 4 a bit to these 4 cells, but that's quite a few cells still. Let's see, we need a, in this column, we already have an 8, 9 pair. These 3 cells are a 2, 4, 1, 2, 4. And the 1 has to go up here. 1 has to go in here. Oh, actually 4 is limited in this box because these 4s are pointing this way. And these 4s are pointing this way. So 4 has to go in one of these 2 cells. Five can't go here or along the German whisper. So 5 is limited to these 3 cells in this box. I'm not sure what to do with that at the moment. I'll have to remember it. Where to go next? This is a 1, 2, 4 triple. That leaves this to be 8, 9 plus the 3, 7. 3, 7, 8, 9. I'm not sure what that really does for us. This is either 1 through 4 because of this 5, or 6 through 9. 2 has to go up here somewhere. 4 can't go here. 1 can't go here. But they could still go on this run band line, so we're not sure what to do with that just yet. Okay. I'm guessing it maybe has to do with this region sum line, if there's an 8 or a 9. So to get to 8, we could go 1, 2, 5. We could go 4, 3, 1. Are those the only 2 ways to get to 8? I'm not used to adding to 8 on Sudoku on these things. I think those are the only 2 ways. It's 1, 2, 5 or 4, 3, 1. Because if it was 4, 2, you'd need another 2, and you can't put 2 2s up here. But this could also be 9. So you could do 5, 3, 1. 4, 3, 2. A lot of options. Can you do a 6? You could do 6, 1, 2. These numbers can't be bigger than 6, though. That means this has to be low, actually, on the German whisper, because this can't be 8, 9. Couldn't be 7, because if it was 7, these would have to be 1, 1 to get to 9. So yeah, and it can't be 5, 6. So this is low, which means this is low too, and purple is low. So this is 1, 2, 3. Okay. And this is 7, 8, 9. And our green. All right, so if this is 8 and this is 3, this would have to be 1, 4. We could still do that because we could put the 2 over here. And if this is 9 and this was 3, this would have to equal 6. We do 1, 5 and still put the 2 over here. If this was 2, this would have to be 6 or 7. That's, yeah, there's a lot of ways to still do that. We have 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 4 here. We're close to a quad. Let's see. We have a 2, 3, and a 1, 2, 3 here. That's close to a triple. But not yet. Not yet. If 6 goes on this region sum line, it's going to have to go right here. And this would be 6, 1, 2. This would have to be 3. Wait up, 7 has to go on this Renban. 7 has to go on, not on this Renban, on this German sum line. Because the 7 can't go here. Wait up, do we know that? No, because the 7 could still go here. 7 can't go here over here, but a 7 could still go here. Okay. I thought I had something there. Because if 7 couldn't go here, that would have made that an 8-9 pair, and that would have made this a 1, and this a 9 over here. That would have been nice to know. 8, 9, 5, 6. Where does the 5 go in here? Because this 5 removes it from here. 5 doesn't go in here, so 5 has to go in one of these two spots. Okay, this 5 looks up, so that makes this a 5. Which means this is not a 5. Which makes this a 5. Okay. Which makes this a 6 and this a 5. All right. We need a 4 in here somewhere. 4 can't go up here, so 4 has to go here. Which removes 4 from this spot. This cell is just a 2, 4, 6. Just for this column. All right. Oh, we need a 6 up here. These two 6s point up. Meaning the 6 can't go here, so this has to be a 6. Which means this has to be a 9, because this is going to be 1, 2 at the very least. So this is, yeah, so this is a 2. This is a 1, 4 pair, but yeah, this is going to be a 1, 2 pair here. Which makes this, actually this is just going to be a 1 and a 2. That makes this a 3. That means these can't be 7. Which puts the 7 right here. This can't be a 2 or a 4 because of this 1, 4 pair, so this is a 6. 2 has to go here. Okay, so this is 1, 2, 3, 4 on this Renban. So this is 1, 3, 4. 4 can't go here, 3 can't go here, 1 can't go here. This can't be a 3 anymore, this can't be a 7. What is this number? This has to be the 4. So this is a 4. Alright, this is a 7. This is a 3 and a 2. This is a 9 and a 1. This is a 4. Makes this a 1, 2 pair, which makes this a 4 down here, and this a 2. Actually, this one 4 made this a 2, but I was too busy doing other things. So this is no longer a 4. Let's see. What do we still need in here? There's only one digit left in this column, which is a 8, I think. So that makes this a 9 and an 8. This can't be an 8. That places an 8 down here somewhere. Let's see, this is a 1 or a 2. It's the only thing left in this row, because this is a 4, 5, 6 triple. Let's see, we're going to need a 6 in this box, which is going to go in here. What do we still need down here? We have 1, 2, 9, 3. We need a 3. 3 has to go here. So this is 1, 2, or 9. What am I missing? Am I missing any of the sums? Oh yeah, this is a 9. That's right. This is a 1, 2, 6. This 1, 2, 6 makes this a 9. Oh, this 8 also made that a 9. That makes this an 8 and this a 9. Let's see. 3, 6, 3, 5, 6, 8, 9. Where are we going next? Let's finish off this here. This is a triple. This is 3, 7, 8. This can't be a 7. This can't be a 3. This is also 3, 7, 8 down here. Oh, this couldn't only be an 8. Which makes this a 9 and an 8 and a 1 and a 2 and a 1 and a 9 and an 8. This is a 4 and a 3 and a 1 and an 8 and a 4 and a 1 and a 9 and an 8. There's a 1 and a 2 and a 9. There's a 7 and a 3 and a 7. This is a 4. This is a 6 and a 5 and a 3. There's a 6 and a 5. This is a 6. And finally, this is a 9. All right. Woo, boy, that took a while. But hey, you know, like I'm not used to doing these variants on a 9x9 puzzle. I'm sure I'll get faster at it. But yeah, that took a while to break in. I think realizing that the 6s couldn't go on any of the German whispers helped limit things down here a bit. And that placed a 5 over here. This 4, 5, 6 triple over here limited this Renban. So yeah, it was a pretty interesting puzzle. Anyway, thanks Riffclown for creating the puzzle. Again, there's a link in the description if you want to play, and let me know how you did today.